So, full of blood this week, mate?
Full of blood.
Get that
refilled.
Yeah.
I often think about after I've given blood, I'm like, how do you get more?
Your body just fucking takes care of it, doesn't it? It just
I guess so.
Creates more?
Yeah, how do you make blood though?
That sounds mental to say your body creates more blood.
Yeah.
But it must. Skin always freaks me out with that. Like, that actually baffles me.
Skin I feel like makes more sense than blood for me. How does it know to stop making blood? Why do you not just balloon up?
Well, you get to maximum capacity.
But how does it know when's maximum capacity?
I don't know how... this is going to surprise you. I don't know how any of it works.
All right.
Just realised the light's not on as well. Fuck
I was
it.
gonna
Let's keep rocking and rolling with it.
Well, I don't think...
The camera's on. The camera's for
It
sure
is?
on. Yeah, for sure on. For sure. I definitely did that.
Okay.
For sure. But
Right.
the light is not.
Why would the light be off?
Forgot to do it, mate.
What does the light... Oh, that light.
Yeah.
I'll fix it.
I don't know how any of it works, mate. I'm going to blow your mind there. Do you want to turn that one off as well, then? God, I've got you doing all the fucking tasks.
You've got me grabbing keys before as well.
Yeah, no, I don't know how the fucking human bod works, but I imagine there's like a line in you, and when your blood
There's a
hits
line
that line,
in you.
there's a line in you, and when the blood gets to the line, it goes, whoa, that's enough,
Too much.
and then it stops creating blood.
It would suggest that there's somebody out there, because there's always something wrong with someone.
Yeah,
Like if you can think of a problem
yeah,
with the human body, it probably exists somewhere.
yeah, for sure.
So there's somebody out there who just popped,
Yeah, their line was too high or whatever, and they fucking
just ballooned up.
ballooned up like the fucking Monty Python, or like the bitchy anti-pal in Harry Potter. Do you remember that, when she just fucking balloons up and she goes?
I was going to go with Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka's another good reference for ballooning up.
Quite a few people have ballooned up in movies, and almost none of it was blood.
Yeah, true.
But there must be someone.
I mean, people combust. That's another thing.
Sounds like a Channel 5 People don't combust. For
People
a start.
combust?
They don't. That's nonsense.
People spontaneously combust.
That is nonsense.
That's true.
I know you've. No, it's not true. You've read it and you've seen it. That's bullshit. All of those have been proven to be wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
I have read it.
Yeah, exactly.
I've definitely read it.
People don't spontaneously.
I don't think
combust.
it's like loads. I think maybe 3.
Yeah, but it's a nonsense.
I think maybe 3 people in life have spontaneously combusted.
It's one of those things like that you hear about, and it's not true.
Oh, okay, so it's like one of these 5 things or 10 things that people think are real but are actually myth.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Nobody is spontaneously combusted.
Yeah, cool.
Because can you imagine?
No, I can't, hence the surprise of people combust.
You're 90% water. How are you going to burst into flames?
But it's the same way as, like, you know, that episode of IT Crowd. There was a fire at a sea parks. I imagine a sea park has went on fire.
Yes, that famous fictional comedy show.
Yeah, but I imagine I imagine that has happened. Do you think there's an Aqua World's burnt down or whatever?
Not burnt down.
You don't
Maybe a slide's melted.
Yeah, one slide.
Yeah.
A disaster at Aqua
Do
World.
people call it a flume elsewhere? Is that just a Scottish thing?
A flume? Yeah, I suppose that probably is.
When was the last time you went down a flume?
I've never been down a flume.
You've never been down a flume ever?
I don't think I've ever been down a flume.
What do you mean you've never?
I don't like fun stuff, man. I've never been on like a roller coaster either. I don't like.
What are you talking about?
I don't like it.
How do you know you've never been on it?
Scared.
You're scared of a roller coaster.
Fear. Oh yeah, fear.
Some people go on it because of the fear.
Scared.
I go on it because it's fast and it'll blow you.
You feel like a little bit. Oh my!
I like
your
the
arse goes.
wind in my face.
The vibrations.
I went on one in Florida. It was great. I think it was called Dueling Dragons, and it was 2 roller coasters, and you could go on either one. And at one point, they both go like gun it towards each other, and then go up into a loop. So
Yeah.
you're like you can touch feet with other people. Yeah, obviously can't.
Great.
You're obviously too far away.
Yeah, but you feel like you could.
you're like going straight towards them, and you're like, "Wah!"
We're gonna touch tips.
I mean, it's only fun really for the people in the front rows.
Yeah.
And you got to queue for longer to get on the front.
But you know, I've never been on a roller coaster. I've never went ice skating. It's just a lot of stuff.
Never had a piece of chocolate. I like a quiet life. I'm a little quiet mouse man.
A lie down is the best. A lie down's my.
You lie down
roller
on a flume?
coaster. Yeah, true. But there's also also an element of an idea of danger.
Do you like a lazy river then?
What's a lazy river?
It's like basically a small part of the water park where you like would lie in a inflatable ring and it just carries you around slowly.
I would say the most fun I've ever had in a swimming pool. What a weird line into the story.
Yeah.
The most fun I've ever had in a swimming pool was I got really stoned before I went swimming once with my mate Ben, and I think I spent like 2 hours just going round. I don't know what you'd call it. Fuck, I'm such a moron. But it's like, do you know where like the water kind of like just propels you round? There's like a bit of like.
You're describing a lazy river.
Am I?
Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah, you're literally
Big fan of them.
Yeah,
it's like
just like a little.
Yeah, you just
circuit
fucking like
in the
yes,
float.
and it's a little circuit. You just go around. I did that for like 2 hours. Yeah, I love that. I
Yeah.
was stoned as shit as well. I was just on my back like, this is
To be
class.
fair, that does sound good.
It is honestly, it was class. 2 hours, I pissed it. I breezed it.
Yeah.
I was talking about someone this recently. Can you think of something that would not be improved in your opinion by a joint?
Yeah, I reckon a few things. A driving test.
But then, if you were really relaxed,
I think it depends. Like I'm not the biggest stoner ever. I've only ever been stoned a couple of times.
yeah, no.
And
But
there was a part in my show where I said I smoke a lot of weed in my house,
yeah,
which is nonsense.
But in your show, you're like fucking.
But
Snoop
Laura's
Dogg.
mum was like,
Oh
"You
my
said you
God.
smoke a lot of weed." I was like, "Yeah." I also said that my fucking dog talks to me. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? Right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all nonsense.
Yeah.
But I went and did the mild high pod. Shout out to those guys. Check that out. Very good fun. And the first thing they did was they opened a pack that they'd received from a drug dealer.
Yeah.
And it's this big box, and it was full of treats. And on the front it said Halloween. And they opened it up.
Great.
And there was a little gold envelope, and they went, "You open that, mate." And I opened it up, and there was a scratch card inside.
Like a legit scratch card.
Like a legit, it looked
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one you would buy in the shop. It was incredible.
Amazing.
I scratched it, and it was a little pumpkin, and they said, "You've won a pre-rolled joint." And they gave me a pre-rolled joint. That was the first thing they did. And I've got it in my bag, ready to go at some point.
Let's smoke it now.
No, I've got to drive home, haven't
Oh,
I?
yeah, true. Shit.
I've got stuff on today.
Shit.
I find it hard to find time to get stoned. Because if I get stoned, that's the
That's your day.
the event.
That's your day. That's
Yeah.
your day. I'm the same. I am the same. I'm smoking significantly less than I was in the lockdown because of that.
Yeah.
I can't smoke a joint and then do literally anything else. Like I remember when I was on tour there, Stade was like, "I'm just gonna have a few tokes, nothing crazy." And then he offered me, and I went, "Nah," because we got a gig, and there's no way. Even the gig was in 5 hours. I'm like, "Nah," because I'll be fucked.
Yeah.
And I totally am in agreement with you. If I'm smoking a joint, that is me for the
Gotta
day.
be it. That's the whole thing.
PJs,
Yeah.
fucking Häagen-Dazs,
See, and I've never got that.
Shrek
really.
2. That's what that day is for me.
What a great day. Häagen-Dazs and Shrek too. Sign me up. You've never been on a roller coaster, but you know how to live.
And I do know what a lazy river is. But yeah, I honestly can't think of many things that wouldn't be improved if you were.
Would you get stoned and then go on a roller coaster?
If I was into roller coasters, I believe being stoned for a roller coaster would be better than being sober for one. If I was into
I
one.
don't know, because there's a lot of movement. Whereas I feel like if you're stoned, you kind of want to just melt into a seat.
I think this. I think this is well about being stoned. And if we got any stoners out there that also want us to smoke that joint at sometime, we can figure something. We need to figure something out that we have like a, because it's a shame because you have to drive here. That's just like how that has to work really. But if we can find one day like Ailey or something could pick you up and take you, we should have a barmy. I think
A little barmy episode.
a little barmy episode. 2 hours before you and me.
I always
just
find those
fucking-
self-indulgent. They seem like a
pounding.
good idea.
Yeah, no, it is for us.
And then, you're just watching two drunk people.
It's
If you've
totally
ever
for
been
us.
at a party where you're the only sober person, you know how annoying that is. It's not entertainment to
totally
listen
for
to
us.
that.
It's totally for us. In fact, there's a bit on the Always Sunny podcast where they do that. They're like, let's do an episode just fucking hammered. And they're like 30 minutes into it, and Rob just goes, "This is going to be shit for everyone else." And
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, it really is. It really is. But yeah, fucking, I believe if you are smoking a joint, whatever you're doing, it makes you a professional at.
Right.
So like,
This is such a stoner logic. It's not even addictive, bro. You can't get addicted to it.
dude.
No hangovers.
Good God put it in
Why
the
is it
fucking
not legal?
ground. God left it for us
Yeah.
to fucking speak to him. That's what he left.
Yeah.
But no, because I remember, like, if I was sat at a computer and I had to fucking bash out some admin and I'd smoked a joint before, I'd be tunnel vision on that fucking admin. Oh yeah. But I just prefer to sit down and have ice cream and watch Shrek. So when I'm gonna do that with a joint, I'm fucking in.
Do you find yourself more productive on weed?
If I'm in that sort of mindset, yes.
But it's in general. do you think you do more whilst you're stoned?
No.
Right. So I would argue that it doesn't make everything better. It makes you lazier.
Gareth, you should be a lawyer.
Yeah.
You should be a lawyer, because that was some fucking... Because I tried to answer it to suit my thing, and then you just, like a proper lawyer, went, answer my question. And I went, no.
I wish I was this good at arguing with Laura.
You probably could be. Just picture me.
Arguing, I don't think it'd be good arguing stoned. I don't think being stoned would improve arguing.
Arguing stone's the best, because you're just so...
Lateral thinking, like you're coming up with stuff. The problem is, you think it's great, but everyone else listening goes, no.
But you only need to... If you're in an argument,
you only need to convince yourself.
You only need to really... If I'm saying something in an argument...
Imagine a lawyer
and
like
you
that.
think it's dumb.
Lawyer turns to his client, well, I know we lost, but I thought I was great.
Totally.
And that's what matters, right? Anyway, enjoy jail, bye-bye.
I actually do back that logic. Like, if you're in an argument with me, right?
Yeah.
And I say something, and in your head you've went, he's drooled, he's babbled, none of that's made sense.
Yeah.
But in my head...
imagine you were stoned.
Yeah. And then in my head I've went, what a well-executed point.
Yeah.
That might as well be what's happened, because I'm believing it.
Yeah.
So if you can convince yourself, you're made, baby.
If you can convince yourself, you're made,
baby.
Well,
can I turn this heater off?
Yeah, it's getting toasty now. Well, you know,
she goes.
We've said it before that one of the complaints of the podcast is bit laddie, bit straight white male, and we've spent the first 10 minutes talking about that weed, smoking that weed, baby. Weed roller coasters and lazy rivers.
Can I have that for the name of my autobiography, please?
Yeah,
if I ever have one, that would fit.
Well, what would the roller coaster chapter be?
How I don't like them.
Yeah. What is it you don't like? You just find them frightening?
It's the fear. It's the fear. Of course, it's the fear.
What are you scared of?
Death.
Right. How many people do you think die on roller coasters?
A few. I thought I was going to die on a train recently.
Oh yeah.
I put that in the group chat. Nobody.
Nothing. I think.
Honest to God.
I think the problem is, and I'm sorry to say, you're quite a dramatic person. So people.
What?
People.
How dare you?
People don't take you serious.
Yeah, no.
When you feel in peril,
I was airborne. I was fucking airborne on a train. Can you believe that?
No, and I think that's the problem.
It didn't happen, Gareth. I'm being dramatic.
Yeah, hyperbole, innit?
This happened.
Yeah,
I was airborne.
I was in there.
OMG.
You're a big fan of the old hyperbole.
I am.
And
indeed.
so
No, I am indeed.
People don't buy it.
But it was mad. It really was mad. It was like fucking going like that.
Rocking about.
Big time.
Because like I got a train in that mad storm. I think it was Storm Eugene. I want to say. Have you heard about it? Well,
Storm Eugene.
Like the fucking hurricane in Florida at the minute. Do you know what it's called?
Is that supposed to hit us soon?
What? No.
I think we're supposed to get a bit of debris from it.
Well, we're not going to get a hurricane hitting us.
Not full scale, but
no. We have the most per like square mile or whatever it is. Yeah. Anyway, do you know what that hurricane was called?
Catherine.
No. And how can you take a storm causing this devastation serious? Worse, I think. Storm Ian.
Storm Ian. Fuck yeah, I know, yeah.
Storm Ian has ravaged the country. You're like, has he?
It doesn't sound that bad, in all honesty. Even you could put the fucking footage of it, like, taking roofs off, I'd be going, yeah, Storm Ian's chill, though, innit? I'd still do a little fucking run to the shop and Storm Ian.
Specs and a fucking pen protector in his pocket. Oh, I'm sorry for cutting a man. Fuck off, Ian.
You took my roof, Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah. When they name storms, it is always... There's been a Storm Gareth. We had that a couple of years ago. That was a good moment for all the Gareths.
Was it?
Yeah.
You think it was a good moment for all of us?
It was probably the most mainstream press we've had in a long time, the name Gareth.
If you have a storm named after you, would you rather it did cause quite a bit of trouble or that it fizzled out and did nothing? Would you want it to be a significant storm?
I wanted to fuck shit up.
Yeah, that's funny.
Do you know what I find very surprising?
What's that?
That there could be a Storm Gareth, but we'll never be the people that are in like fucking WH Smiths in service stations and finding a mug with Gareth on it. Like, that never happens for us. We never get them.
We don't, that's true.
All of the merch with all of the names. There's never a Gareth. Storm comes in. We get that. Crazy.
Ian's getting a Storm and a mug.
Oh, yeah. Ian's, David's.
Yeah.
Rachel's.
Bort's.
What? Bort?
Yeah.
That's not a name.
Yeah, that was a joke in The Simpsons.
That was the joke.
The Simpsons Bart's looking for a license plate and like Itchy and Scratchy World with his name on it, and he's like, "Who the hell's called Bort?" And some kid comes up and goes, "Oh, Mum, can I get the Bort license plate?" And she's like, "Come on, Bort, you're not getting it." And some grown man goes, "Excuse me, were you talking to me?" And she's like, "No, I was talking to my son." And Bart's like, "Oh, there's loads of Borts." It's a great show.
The way you fist that. Bart's like, "Oh, there's loads of Borts." I really probably should have realised that as a joke.
Yeah. All right.
There's so many things you say in this podcast that I go, "What?" And you're like, "That's the gag."
There's a couple of times you listen back and I've made a gag and you've missed it and you're just chatting away. It's quite funny.
Part of the charm of it, though, isn't it?
Like, what was was it take umbrage, you said, and I said take crumb last.
Yeah, that's gone.
I mean, bad joke anyway.
No,
so,
but Dolores Umbridge, I
but
get
like,
it. You've tied it into the fucking
you
HP
miss it,
universe.
you total miss it. You don't even acknowledge that I've spoken.
We should do an edit of that where it's just like you, like, we should make a compilation of like you deploying all your great little jokes and I'm just fucking,
"Hello, darkness, my old friend."
Yeah, just cutting away and fading into
Just me going, "Okay."
a whole compilation of.
I don't really mind because I know the listeners will hear it.
Yeah, it's for them, and then
Yeah.
it's even funnier them going, "Ha, Mutch is rambling."
Whereas
on
you're
again."
going, like weed, right? And I'm like,
No, but like, imagine if your dick was like way smaller.
if your dick was a dinosaur, what one would it be? Velociraptor, obviously.
Oh man,
What is your favourite dinosaur? They're pretty good dinosaurs, them. Like kids are mad into them.
Kids
Do you remember
Land Before Time? Is that what you're going to go say here?
God, no, not at all.
Loved Land
There was
Before Time.
a point in when I was growing up where like Transformers were a big deal.
Yeah.
Robot turns into a car. Bingo. Great toys. Kids are mad
Kids
for
are
it.
going to go mad for it.
But there was a point where there was like dinosaur ones. And
Dinosaur Transformers?
Yeah.
I do not remember
Oh
them.
man, they were so good.
I do not remember
You
them.
get like a T-Rex that would turn into a robot and you're like, this is perfect.
I
This is all my favourite things.
I never really got into Transformers either. I think I preferred things to be what they are for what they are. I used to...
Did you find
I used to play
Transformers deceptive?
Yeah. I used to play...
That's why they're called Decepticons.
Didn't miss that one, everyone.
Thank
Got
you.
that one. No, I think I used to play really realistic as a kid. I would like just like buy little horses and like
I
play
mean,
the
surprised to nobody at all. That
no, I wouldn't be like fucking doing all that fucking.
you played
mad
with little
Transformer
horses,
shit.
did you? Say?
Yeah, but I'd like just like they'd be on the farm and I'd just put them there.
And you'd be a giant.
I'd watch for like a good like 20 minutes. And
you reckon you're autistic?
Then I'd go, right, probably time to feed them.
God, you were doing
That's how
chores.
I'd play.
That was your play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty much just working the farm, but not really.
No, yeah, you stared at some plastic horses, and you're like,
And I'm going, another hard day.
just call me Old MacDonald.
Another hard day at the farm done.
Yeah.
How do I do it myself at the age of 6? I'd
Yeah,
never know.
Better get to bed. I'm up at 4 to stare at these horses.
Those strawberries will not pick themselves, right? Is that a farm thing?
Yeah,
I suppose. Oh, thank
you
God.
can have a
gave
strawberry
that.
farm, yeah.
Panic there. Big panic going,
Yeah.
he's done it again.
no, you can grow whatever you like. You're a farmer. It's your thing.
Exactly, yeah. Potatoes.
Yep.
Carrots.
There was two more vegetables. There was 2 fields next to each other when I was growing up. One would have potatoes in, and the other had the cows. And when we were like 8 years old, me and my mates would go dig up the potatoes and fling them at the cows.
Wow.
Yeah, for fucking up 2 fields for a farmer, really.
How far away would you be from this cow when you're fucking hoofing a tatty at it?
I don't know, really. It was pretty like the cows would run off scared. They're shite bags, cows, to be fair.
No, that's not my experience with cows.
Yeah.
We used to, I would always be at least 50 yards away going, boys, be careful. But mates of mine used to fucking jump into the cow field, spank the cow.
Slap a cow's arse.
Slap the cow's arse and bolt. Cows, I think you'll know this, you're a smart boy, deceptively fast. Deceptively.
Yeah.
Like a transformer.
Do you know how
Deceptively
fast sheep can run?
Not faster than a cow.
Well, 30 miles an hour.
Woo! 30 miles an hour for a sheep.
Yeah.
That must be max speed though. That must
Yeah.
be like hitting fucking...
You can't walk a sheep outside a school just in case they take off. Gotta watch.
The kid killed the kid.
Yeah, nice. Hey-oh. It's a goat, but we'll let you have it.
What?
It's a goat, but we'll let you have it.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm a fucking
Baby goat's
moron.
a kid. Baby sheep's a lamb.
Piss! I really thought I was on to something.
You're
We'll
right.
let you have it.
I'll let you have it.
It's
Hey,
a go.
VR. Yeah, go on you go.
VR didn't work. Fuck it.
Yeah. Fuck, and look, I'll
was
deal
really
with the
proud of that,
complaints from the FA afterwards. You can have it.
But yeah.
It's 7-1 for God's sake.
So
Give
what
him a
was
go.
my favourite dinosaur was the question there.
I reckon so. But I mean, let's not focus on that.
Well, okay.
Because I've not got an answer to it. And
Okay,
who
fair.
cares?
We managed to seamlessly move on into fucking
Yeah, you
farm
brought it-
banter
brought it
pretty
right.
seamlessly.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. I always think that the best...
That makes sense. Before, when you said you wanted to be a sheepdog, it all adds up now. That was you're basically wanting to be a kid again, a child.
Yeah.
You're regressing.
100%, mate. That's the one good thing about this podcast.
You want
I
to be a
really
little
feel like
stoned sheepdog, staring at the horses, going, "All right, time to turn in."
that is a contrast, actually, isn't it? The sheepdog to stone thing. Cause
I said that at the time when you said you wanted to be a
you
sheepdog.
You did. And now I'm realising.
God,
Sometimes
that was episodes ago.
Sometimes it might take a while, but I always come round to your way.
I think that was like 20 episodes ago.
Probably. I
Yeah.
think it was. It was a while ago. Early days. But yeah, that is a big contrast. They're fucking hard workers, sheepdogs.
Yeah. You've been a hard worker the last few days.
I have, you know.
You've been up and down the country supporting Tom Stade.
Yes.
Where's been your favourite place you've been?
It's a toss-up between Liverpool and Norwich was wicked as well. I really love Norwich. Yeah,
like
yeah.
the gig you loved.
Yeah,
Or
I
the
think
place.
I think the gig for a place,
Hmm.
Brighton was really nice.
Brighton's cool spot,
yeah,
man.
Brighton's really cool. But
Although, everyone loves Brighton.
yeah. Well,
But it is just Blackpool with quinoa.
see, now it's been fucking years since I've been to Blackpool, but I don't get the Queenwa thing. I didn't think Brighton was that.
It's
posh.
hipster.
It's very hipster, very very hipster,
Yeah.
very hipster. But I would say the best gig was probably Norwich.
How about that?
But I really loved the hangout in Liverpool. Like, I loved the gig and then the hangout. There was a group of like really cool 5 guys I was drinking with after that. I was like, this is just ace.
Yeah.
Really cool perk of the job.
Were they just punters that you were hanging out with?
Yeah. One of them was a fucking ring announcer.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get him to announce you?
I tried my fucking damnedest.
You wouldn't do it?
But I think it was very similar to, oh, you're a comedian, tell us a joke. And so I think he was kind of like, of all the people that I didn't expect to ask me this, it's you. But I was like, do it then. But no, chatting to him about that, it was cool. Like, he showed me videos of him doing it, and he was fucking ace. Like, proper fucking, it's time! I was like,
couldn't really lose your inhibitions for that.
Yeah,
so I'm quite a self-conscious person, and I think I would find it difficult.
I know, which as a comedian, people think that's the most outlandish sort of extroverted thing.
Can be, yeah. We all know. Thank you for showing the visual.
That's me going, look, I'm flamboyant.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I think that's way more. I think that's way more putting yourself out there, like really fucking.
Yeah, and to be good at it, it's a bit like voice acting, in a way. Wondered where I was going for a second. Voice acting, it's particularly for something like animation, right? Yeah. When you're watching a cartoon, you don't really think about it because you're just like, hey, it's a show. But everything is so big.
Yep.
It's so big. Like SpongeBob is always like, nah.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Instead of going, ah, like a normal acting, you got to really fucking go for it.
Yeah, when you see Homer go, dough,
yeah,
it looks like he's just went no, but it's like this real. And when you record loads of them as well, that I'll never forget. There was a fucking ding ding ding. Speaking about Hugh Jackman again, but I remember watching a video of Hugh Jackman in like a booth doing like just noises for Wolverine. Like the shot as he's running between trees and like stabbing people. And then he's got to watch it and do it. Mate, it's like that. Yeah, that for like 40 minutes. And he's fucking going for it. And by the end, well, not 40 minutes, that was extreme. 4 minutes.
Yeah,
by the end of it, he's knackered. That'd be basically the whole film is that one scene.
Well, I love watching Mark Hamill do voice acting
Yes.
and stuff. It's incredible watching him do like the Joker and stuff.
Yeah,
and it is that, because I did some voice acting auditions for a cartoon and they were like, it's got to be bigger, mate. It's got to be bigger. Go Tonto on it.
Yeah.
And I was trying and they were like, not enough.
Bigger.
I don't know. I've not got another gear yet.
Yeah, how can I go that fucking
Hey,
big?
kids, well. It's got to be that.
Way bigger.
Where I don't even, because I was standing in a booth.
Yeah.
I felt so self-conscious. Oh my God, I'm gonna fall. all that, and they
I
were
think
like,
it's great,
beggar.
Yeah.
But that was actually not bad.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable
Get them
around
on the
you,
call.
though.
Get them on the call. Get them on the call.
I can do it again. I know it was 2 years ago, but come on.
I've heard it bigger. I've
Give me
got
a
it.
shot.
I've got it. It's bigger.
Yeah.
It's totally bigger.
It is. It's going to be that.
But yeah,
And
no.
it's hard when you've got the script in front of you. You're in a booth. To then
Were you
go
having
that
to
big.
watch stuff as well to like do it?
No,
in, like,
no, it hadn't been animated.
Because that's another layer again of going fucking.
You do for animation. You do the voice first, then they animate it, and then they add.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
think.
sense.
Well, I mean, I'm act. Yeah, you know when I was on.
I'm in the industry, mate.
Brian when I was on the Family Guy. Hey, Peter.
That one's better than your Brian. That's really good.
Lois. No, they're not Lois. Donna. That's his wife. Why would he be talking to Peter's wife?
Yeah, I know. I was thinking, oh, fucking, you know something I don't about fucking cheeky. What's his name?
Hey, it's coming up. Cleveland.
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 I
You
was
know,
gonna go
you went
Quagmire.
Quagmire in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
My name is
Ohio.
Cleveland.
Can
Can you do any impressions?
The two I can do,
Stayed.
and Ian Sterling. Those are the two I can do.
Two mates.
Yeah, two people that have.
You spend a lot of time with.
Yeah, two people that let me open for them on tour. Those are the people I impersonate. No one gets an impression until
Yeah.
you let me do that.
Do you think anyone likes it? I think here's the thing with a good impression. It's got to be bad, I think. It's got to be not quite
It's got
right.
to be.
If it's too good, then it's not
got
that funny.
to be. I think you've stumbled into it. It's got to be a good stereotype of that.
Yes,
accent.
yeah.
100%.
It's like a caricature. Like you don't want it to. If it was a perfect drawing, you go, that's not funny.
Yeah.
give me a big nose.
Yeah, exactly. If you went for a caricature and got this beautiful portrait, you'd be like, oh, what?
Well, I mean,
That's
you're
not what I
very
wanted.
talented.
Yeah,
but
well
my God.
done, or
Yeah.
whatever, but
Well,
not really the remit.
why was this a tenor on the fucking beach? You should be working properly.
But of like actual places, when I was gigging in Barnsley, some guy heckled something, so I like said something back in a Barnsley accent, or what I thought was a Barnsley accent.
Yeah, you don't do people's accents.
And then I
to them.
immediately checked with him and I went, oh my, I've just fucking done my little attempt at a Barnsley
Yeah.
accent. Was that any good? And I just heard this voice in the back of the room went, brand new, mate, brilliant. And I was like, yeah. Brand new, mate, brilliant.
Great.
Funny. But yeah, so I did Sheffield as well when I was in Sheffield. I did their accent to them. But it's only when there's like audience interaction. I don't just like walk on going, good to be in it, Barnsley, because then people go, shut
Yeah, do you remember somebody at Red Ross started with a Scottish accent and they went, I'm actually not from Scotland. And we all went, yeah, we know.
we
could tell when you
know.
were like, donkey! Cully Wally! Oh, purple buckler alarm donkey! Get out of my swamp! I'm actually not from here. Oh no, no fucking
way.
shit.
You fucking blow my mind.
Let's be a monster! Oh, come on now! I hate the fucking
Yeah, it's
Scottish
the worst.
accent that
It's
people
the
do at you.
it's the
Because
worst.
it's that.
It is the worst.
Yeah.
It is that. Och, I the new. That's
Och,
what I get.
come on,
every
laddie.
time. Every time it always starts with Och, I the new.
Aye.
That's it fucking.
And then they go, how was that?
have
You're
you
like,
ever said Och, I the new?
yeah, God, all the time, actually. I'm mortified every time I do it because I'm like, oh, I'm a little
I'm
stereotype.
living the bloody stereotype. I'm justifying
I
that
the new?
bullshit. I don't even know what Och, I the new would mean.
I'm going to pick up the doll. Big issue. They always do that at you. And like, how was that? And you're like, yeah, not good.
Xenophobic. is
Because
how
here's
I'd
the thing.
put that.
People only ever do a Scottish accent where that doesn't exist. We have
Yeah.
different accents. Same as like, you wouldn't do
Yep.
like an English accent.
Exactly.
You would do London or Liverpool
Exactly.
or Newcastle.
Exactly.
There's others.
9 times out of 10, if I'm doing an English accent, I'm going London. That's what I consider.
Well, it's like Americans when they go a British accent. They just
Yeah.
mean posh London.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. I'm from England.
What accent would you want to have apart from your own?
Chinese.
If you could pick an accent, you'd
Chinese.
want a Chinese.
I want a Chinese
Let's
accent.
run some of it out now.
Hello, I'm from China. How was that?
I would put it down as.
I'm happy to score low on this. I'm happy to score low.
I know what I'm doing. I made my choices. No, go
It's such a fucking funny thing, that, really. Like, I know why it's wrong, but it's not wrong to do a Barnsley accent
Yeah, no. Yeah.
because they've never really been discriminated against.
Yes, I think that is it.
So,
And
yeah.
you can also do like German because famously at one point were the baddies.
You cannot be racist to white people.
So white people or famously have been baddies in the past.
Yeah.
Or both. That's your sweet point.
Yeah,
If
white
it's
baddies.
White baddies, you're fine.
Yeah.
That's why Germans. French.
Yeah. Where does it start getting questionable? Do you think like Spanish? Español is okay.
I think Spain's fine. I genuinely think the line is probably like India.
Right.
I think that's the line.
Second, you start going to the Middle East.
Yeah.
Anything further east than the middle of the East.
That's when it gets fucked for me.
But Russia, fine.
Of course, baddies.
Yeah.
You could do...
China were baddies for a bit. Japan, World War II. Japan, though, they're sorry for what they did.
Yeah. And also...
They're remorseful. Because, like, Scandinavian accents, fine. White people.
Yeah.
Brazilian? Do you reckon you could do a Brazilian accent?
100% I think you could do Brazilian.
Do you?
Yeah, 100%.
Because Mexican accent, not okay.
If you're American, probably not. But I think you could do a Mexican accent.
I don't know. Bake Off, this week, the Great British Bake Off, very popular show.
Very popular.
If you've never heard of it, people bake.
Yes.
And it's competition.
It's great.
Hence the off.
I love Bake Off, man.
Have you watched it this week? Have you heard about the controversy?
No, I've not.
They had a Mexican week on Bake Off. They said it's Mexican week. It started with Noel Fielding and Matt Lucas in ponchos.
Right.
And they did a Juan joke. Racist. Now, Noel Fielding and Matt Lucas not got the best track record with the old racism stuff.
I don't know about No Fielding, but Matt Lucas, yeah, for sure. I don't know what No Fielding's done.
There was blackface in Mighty Bush.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
Right.
So both of them have done blackface in their shows. Actually, I don't know. It wasn't No Fielding. It was the other guy. Julian, yeah. But like, yeah, they've had controversy in their shows, and then they go on going Arriba and all this shit, and everyone's like, "Oh, no."
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Somebody put a big mustache on their cake, and everyone said that's not right either.
You can wear a fucking poncho though, man.
You can wear a poncho.
I think a poncho and a sombrero is fine to go.
It's not. That's Mexican. The thing. That's like it's making fun of culture, isn't it? That's what they're saying these days. The same way you don't go in like a big feather headdress and stuff and go. Hey,
if you were to
it's all the same.
If you were to see a Mexican person in a CU Jimmy hat or whatever.
Also, Mexicans wouldn't be offended by this. I think.
Yeah.
However, the current standard of that sort of thing is that is not okay.
That's lunacy to me. Well, you can't fucking wear a poncho anymore.
You can wear a poncho.
I'm eating salsa. What else am I supposed to wear?
You're twisting it. You're twisting it. All right, fair enough. You brought it into the irony part. We should have let you finish. But I panicked and was like, eject!
I don't know where he's going at any time.
I was just trying to save your career, mate.
Yeah.
You can wear a poncho, of course, but you can't wear a poncho and be like, I dance around a Mexican hat. Right? You can't do all that.
Yeah.
According to the left.
Yes.
Which is mostly
the far left.
Right, I think it's just the left at the minute, the way it's going. But like that's
another issue for another day.
This is this is why the right always go, oh, these woke snowflake people. Because if you did ask a Mexican person, they'd probably go like, I don't give a fuck about that at all.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, if you saw a Mexican person in a CU Jimmy hat,
hello,
would you be like,
I've got to haggis?
The accent would annoy me. The accent would upset me.
It would annoy me, but it wouldn't
it wouldn't upset me. It would annoy me. It would annoy me. Do it correctly or not at all.
I think the problem is it's been like years and years of Mexican people watching. I'm now speaking on behalf of Mexican people.
I know, it's all cancelable.
I just mean it's
all cancelable.
If you're like, if it was years and years, if you'd watch people
off the poncho
around the world doing like dressed up like a Scottish person, like in a kilt and a CU Jimmy hat.
Yep.
For say 30 years, and they're all going like at Halloween, going hello, trick or treat. You'd be like, it's starting to grate a bit actually, and that's probably where it's come from.
Totally, yeah. It's actually getting, it's a bit annoying, but just but to fucking accuse it of like fucking.
I think it's more offensive to be like Mexicans are lazy.
Yeah.
Or they're like,
if anything, the opposite, hard workers.
Oh, okay, that's it.
It's like saying very much the other side, isn't it?
Asian people are good at math. It's still bad.
It's very much just the other. Even if it's a massive compliment, it's still, hey, don't brand us all a thing.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
Black people are cool.
They kind of are.
Yeah.
Even the geeky ones.
Jeez.
No, well, fucking yeah. Right, okay, we're nearing the end. I reckon.
Are we?
Yeah.
Wow, what a fast step.
I reckon.
I think we aren't nearing the end because you got a bit to clip out of there. Remember?
Well, I don't appreciate you bringing it up, and now you've given a little fucking. It's harder with the edit job on the YouTube audio. I can cut as much shit, but on the YouTube, there's going to be like a big jump, and people are going to go, "Oh, what happened there?"
That's why I made the stinger that you can just put that in.
But then when the stinger's never been in before, they're gonna know something's been cut.
Oh well, we might have had a toilet break. They are now because we've
break. I'll cut this bit.
There's so many cuts happening now. You're like, Jesus hell!
And now I'll cut
the
this
bloody Schneider cut this.
Right. Would you like your own card? Would you like to pick your own card?
Sure. Wait, hang on.
Oh.
Because we're doing the only regular feature we have, which is extremely personal questions.
Oh, the fucking
and of
theme
course
tune,
we need
different genre every week.
Some sort of theme tune. Hey, yeah, Daddy-o, you ever get too personal? I'm talking extremely personal questions with Waugh and Mutch. Was that racist? No. Or was it just a jazz guy?
No, that was just a little jazz scat, baby.
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
fucking
we're
riffing.
good. We're cool.
We're cool.
Okay.
And I'll pick one as well. We'll pick our own cards.
Okay, let me get this one right here.
And I'm going to go with that a one. If you don't like it, we can redraw. Oh, that's a great little laugh.
I like it. It's just a funny... Because, like, yeah, deeply personal questions. I reckon there's quite a few cards in here. When the makers of this game come up with it, they were probably like, what's been in your ass? And stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, because there's 2 on every card, to dear listener.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some where they've just went, like this, for example.
Yeah.
What puppet would you choose to have sex with? If you had to pick one. They've obviously been sat round a fucking table, whiteboard with stuff on. They're all going,
we need 6 more, lads. 6 more.
6, I'm thinking they need 50 more. They're like, fucking, would you fuck a puppet? We'll put it in the maybe pile. 3 days later, they're like, it's in.
That's it. Everything in the maybe pile.
We couldn't think of anything
Everything's
else.
in the maybe pile.
So yeah, what puppet?
Sweep.
What puppet would you choose to have sex with if you had to pick one?
Sweep.
Sweep?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Sweep. I'd sweep in and out
Sweep.
of there.
Oh, God, it's so harrowing the more I think about it.
Yeah, sweep
Sweep
in.
for everyone listening.
Sweep
Look
in
up
and
Sweep. In
sweep
fact,
out.
this could be a clip. I can see the clip with pop. Boom, there's Sweep. Comes up. Sweep was a teddy bear, a yellow teddy bear that could do magic. Yeah. But also, famously, could not speak.
Nah.
Can't hear him scream.
No one will ever.
Much like humans in space, you would never hear Sweep scream. And then Sooty could only squeak.
If a sweep gets fucked in the woods and no one's around to hear it,
Nobody would be around to hear it anywhere. You wouldn't know if Sweep's like going, more or less.
I think it made some sort of noise.
No. Always whispered in the person's ear.
Oh, so Sooty was the squeaker.
Sooty
was the squeaker.
Sooty. Slutty the dog, yeah.
Slutty the dog.
Slutty.
She squeaked.
Yeah.
She squeaked.
Slutty and Squirt.
Slutty and Squirt. Oh, God.
I'm trying to think. There must be like a fit puppet. Like Miss Piggy. Tell you what.
Miss Scarlet, was that a thing? Captain Scarlet, was there a Miss Scarlet?
Maybe
she was tidy.
She was tidy. She was tidy. The puppet, it was Captain Scarlet. Is what you're thinking of. But there was the lady who in Thunderbirds.
Oh yeah, in the blue.
In the blue.
I'm thinking of the boy again. I think the
one from Thunderbirds we're all thinking of is. God, people are screaming at the podcast. Yeah. Was the one that got drove about by the old man puppet.
Oh, yeah. In the red car.
Yeah, I think it was just a silver car. It was Lady Penelope Creighton Ward. Wow. I mean, I tell you what.
As far as puppets go.
I'd clap those little cheeks.
Let's see. Oh, mate, that's getting banged.
Like a young Hillary Clinton. And you know Hillary's filth. I think mine would be Miss Piggy. I feel like would do anything. She fucks a frog, for God's sake.
I cannot believe that has to be
Dirty
that
Miss
has
Piggy.
to be one of my favourite things I've ever heard you say. That must be one of my favourite things I've ever heard you say. I think that Miss
I'd
Piggy
pork her.
would do anything.
I'd pork Miss Piggy. Get an apple in your mouth, love. Come on. Let's have a luau. If you know what I mean. Wink, wink. It would either be
Oh, I think she'd do anything.
not Zippy from Rainbow.
Oh, I'm all out of puppets now, man. How many puppets are there
I
kicking
could name
about?
quite a few, I reckon. I've got more in me.
Puppets.
Yeah. Bumble, George, all from Rainbow.
Was there any?
Kermit.
Was there any last season Captain America?
Captain America.
Yeah, Team America.
Team America,
Team
yes.
America.
The puppets famously have sex in that. Well, not famously.
Famously, that's what it's known
It's
for.
famous to me. It's a very funny scene when the puppets are banging.
Yeah. I think I remember it now. Like they kind of like run into each other and like just fucking.
That's the fight at the start, but the sex
right,
scene,
okay.
there's just loads of different positions.
Right, okay.
Man, it's such a good movie.
Team America's fucking great. Team America's wicked.
I think it says, what puppet would you choose to have sex with if you had to pick one?
Miss Piggy.
Hey, I'm not too fussy. Give me a puppet, I'll fuck it.
There's a few.
Give me a puppet, I'll fuck it. That's
Right, okay.
That's the name
Give me a
of
puppet
the-
and I'll fuck it.
That's the name of the app right
I
there.
think it could also be. I think Miss Piggy would do anything.
And the other question on this card, might as well, since we've got it here. What happened on the sluttiest day of your life? I admitted that I would fuck a puppet on a podcast.
If you became a witch, what would be the first spell you cast?
Wow, different vibes for
Very
different guys
vibes,
today.
Different vibes. And then the other one, this is... I actually find this one wholesome. I don't find this extremely personal. I find this one wholesome. And this is one I'm going to answer. Loophole. What current sitcom character do you resemble and why? I'm going to say, I believe I am a mishmash of three, and I've thought about it a lot.
Evidently, I can see
I
that.
think I'm a mishmash of three sitcom characters, and those sitcom characters are: number one, Marshall from How I Met Your Mother;
Okay,
2, Phil from Modern Family;
right.
and 3, Chandler Bing from Friends.
I find myself to be the 3 funniest characters from 3 different sitcoms.
One lady men, funny, wholesome, handsome. Oh no, actually, I wasn't going to go with Phil from Modern Family. Cam from Modern Family.
I'm more on board with Cam
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
yeah.
For you, Cam,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
No offense.
Yeah, no, I meant to say Cam.
Yeah. No, that makes more sense. I thought you just went, I'm the 3 funniest ones. That's me. Don't you agree?
Everyone's favourite ones.
Yeah.
That's me, Gareth.
Yeah.
No, I think people have always said to me from like high school that they reminded me of Marshall. Cam, when I started watching Modern Family, even though I love Phil, Cam, I just saw a lot of myself
I think
in him.
Phil is one of the best characters in anything.
I saw something recently, and I was having a shit on watching TikTok.
You're having a shit on
I was
TikTok.
having a shit.
Trying to get
watching
them
TikTok.
views, baby.
Content is content, all right? And I was just scrolling
Plop,
away.
plop.
Dun, dun.
That's the shit.
So I was scrolling away, and I audibly to myself on the toilet just went, "They're gonna kill everyone now.
Oh.
They're gonna kill everyone now." I saw a video that was like 5 reasons why film for Modern Family is actually toxic, and it was like,
But that's what they want. They're doing that to get your views to be outraged.
yeah, I was outraged.
They're like, no, and then you go in it, and then
The
you,
shit couldn't
it gets
come out of
people
me
to
quicker.
comment on it and stuff.
Shit couldn't have come out of me quicker.
No, let's finish this business. There's more to take care of. I must defend a fictional character.
Well, I was. I think you would have as well if you'd seen the video. I think you would have felt the same strong feelings because I know
what
you're
they
a film
want.
man. I know you're
I
a
love
film
Phil,
man.
but that's what everyone wants.
I love Phil.
It's Sam Morrill does a joke on his special where he talks about how they were like, here's why Snow White is problematic. He's like, that movie's 75 years old. I think anything over 75 years old is probably problematic. And it's because the prince kisses Snow White. That was the article. He does this brilliant bit about it. He's like, it wasn't like he was making out with her and jacking off. He's like, it's a little peck, and it saved her life.
Yeah.
So I think she's probably going to be fine. And it was a prince!
I don't think she's going to wake up and go, I don't remember consenting to that.
Exactly. That's what the article was about.
Yeah.
And then he says something like, if you get kissed in your sleep, chances are it's not going to be a prince.
Yeah.
Unless it was Prince Andrew. That's the whole guy.
Yeah.
It's such a good bit. But yeah,
Sam Morrill.
yeah,
Yeah.
very funny man.
Is he an Aussie?
No, American.
Oh.
He does a podcast with Mark Normand.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I almost definitely know him then. Yeah. I've seen
Yeah.
again,
We
clips
might
of
be
that.
drunk.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that it's so funny that people are writing these things to get everyone upset because it gets clicks.
Yeah, true.
And then everyone just feels divided. And then that's like when people are like, these snowflakes. It's like nobody thinks that.
It's just the fucking most journalists as well that write a piece, like a hit piece on the comedian said this and we're outraged. It's like they just know that's a headline that makes people go, oh, what did the comedian say? That's like the most obvious fucking.
4 right-wing newspapers wrote a headline this week about how Gen Z find the thumbs up emoji rude, right? This was one comment on a Reddit thread.
Yeah.
One thread. Like, imagine commenting something and it was 4 headlines in a newspaper. And all they said was they found it difficult in their new workplace because everyone was a bit older and they used the thumbs up thing, whereas that's quite dismissive to them. It's the same way, like, they don't use the crying face laughing emoji.
Yeah.
That's an old person thing. They use, like, the skull and crossbones dead, right?
Yeah.
That's all they were saying. They were like, I had to adjust to this thumbs up thing because my friends would use it as rude. And they're like, apparently the thumbs up emoji is not okay. Like, that's what the right wing ran
he's
with.
Just saying it's moved. He's just saying it's moved on.
Yeah.
It's changed.
And
it's hard to adjust.
Nothing
he's not
wrong
saying
with
he's fucking offended by it. He's not
Yeah.
upset by it. Gen Z Scott. Like,
Yeah. People will write that shit about
because they know it will get clicks.
And then, people like the older or right-wing people will go, yeah, you can't even use a bloody thumbs up emoji anymore. It's like that. Not one single person said that, other than the fucking newspaper that you fucking jizz into while your wife's putting on her fucking makeup.
You tell them.
Yeah.
So let's leave on this note. So what we're saying here is that journalists are the problem, not the left, not the right. It's the fucking journos spreading the fucking divide.
Journals, politicians, everyone's trying to divide you.
But if you're right leaning or if you're left leaning, we're cool with you. We just don't like the fucking bitch in the middle. Not bitch. Sorry, lefties. It's the
bitch
fucking
and or bastard.
The bitch or bastard in the middle, fucking causing the divide, trying to divide us.
Yeah.
Come in, racists. Come in, leftists.
Like, because that's the thing, like, if you are a left-wing or a right-wing person, if you were to chat to those people, you probably wouldn't even know their political leanings at first, and then you find out, and you go, oh. That being said, fuck the Tories. And
fuck the Tories. 100%.